China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. Trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. Trust China. Asshole. Trust China. Asshole. China. Asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. China. Asshole. Don't trust China. China is 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 asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. Trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. Trust China. Asshole. Trust China. Asshole. China. Asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. China. Asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole.
Hello and welcome on the YouTube and Kick side. I'm Jim Mex, I'm your host today, and I'm streaming Nitwit. Nitwit plays MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Streaming on myself today. Rogue, me and Rogue have switched to Wednesdays playing together. I am playing by myself. Yeah, this is just me. So you're stuck with me, or you can go watch somebody else. But Rogue's not going to be here today, nor is anybody else. However, tomorrow we will be on GNF Televisible. talking about a whole bunch of fun stuff tomorrow. There is so much crap, a little bit of politics, and we're going to move on to the good stuff, the games, the movies, the movie industry, game industry in general. It is good. There's a lot. There's just a lot that has happened, but we do have to touch into politics because just so much stupid stuff. So much stupid. I can't. We can't. I mean, I'll be streaming this on TikTok with the Rogue's permission, and restreaming it on TikTok. But there is so much stupid shit in politics that we actually have to take time to talk about. Try not to after the 2016 debacle we had on our channel, but that was a long time ago. But that being said, we are streaming tomorrow, and on with the game. Oops, game capture over here. So much stuff. There we go. There's the game, folks. But yeah, I am playing with mods as usual. Basically cheating to the point of I just don't care. Just seeing how the game handles the mods, and if we can break the game in the process of out of sequences, which we haven't done yet, but we're kind of getting there. So we'll find out soon. Being said, let's get on with the game. These are my mechs, mostly doing fireflies. They get one-shotted if they get hit. There's nothing I can do something about that, but I don't feel like it. And honestly, I want to give the game a little bit of a chance. But here we go. Do the campaign mission. We don't need that. I need the bombs more than I do. Well, it is offering, so I will take those. And here we go.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The installation's fortified walls are approximately one click west, Commander. Head there and make your way inside so we can see what we're dealing with.
Roger that.
Airstrike support is available on this mission. I'll let you know when they reach the target area. There's the defensive perimeter up ahead. Commander, it's Comstar.
Ooh,
Mech 1-1, this is Sierra 2-1. We are primed for assault. Standing by for your tango confirmation. Sierra 2-1, over. It's destroyed.
Combat vehicle rolling in. Be sure to take it apart.
Target destroyed.
Okay, you're past the outer perimeter, Commander. Let's investigate and see what Comstar to. Keep a sharp lookout for enemies.
Copy that.
Enemy mech spotted.
I'll have to make do without that component.
Heads up. VTOL's inbound on your location.
Not yeah, bad. I just got caught in that explosion. Oh, that fucking got good. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Ooh, it's an ouch. I might have taken too much damage to this mission. Damn it.
The heart of the facility is up ahead, Commander.
Target is down.
That battle mech is marked for destruction.
Oh, is this one? I thought this was a different one. Alright, now that's the next one.
They have a significant number of radio telescopes arrayed ahead of your current position, Commander. Head that way, and let's take a closer look. More hostiles inbound on your coordinates.
Going critical. Got another one.
It appears Comstar have built some kind of
Let's see
stellar
if we can get
research
through this. I
facility on
think
this
I
planet.
can still.
Those
I just gotta be
buildings up
really
ahead
careful.
must be their data and research center.
And I probably won't be, but
If we can secure those buildings, maybe we can learn exactly what they've been up to. Proceed to the main research building at the back and eliminate any enemies you encounter along the way.
Copy that. We're Oscar Mike.
We are Oscar Mike.
go there. I am going to go back here and
Holding at location. I'm not seeing any enemy contacts, Rihanna. Something doesn't feel right about this. Reminds me of the ambush on Kavanaugh.
I don't think it's a trap, Commander, but stay sharp. There's no way it could be this easy.
Roger that.
Those Comstar forces are attacking their own infrastructure, Commander. They'd rather destroy those buildings and the data contained within them than let it fall into our hands. You need to prevent that from happening.
Copy.
converging on your position. Hostile dropship above. They're concentrating all their fire on that main research building at the back of the compound. You need to protect that building at all costs, Commander.
Target assigned.
Understood. Coordinate fire on the commander's target. Taking heavy enemy.
Target destroyed.
Enemy mech down.
Target destroyed.
Commander target Bravo.
Target destroyed. New target Phoenix.
Copy. Alliance target identified.
Target Locus. Target acquired.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Nice work, Commander. Heading your way for extraction.
Yeah, that was pretty close. Damn. Damn, that was pretty close. Alright. Okay, I can't do any repairs here, so we're gonna have to. That one's the dad, and that one's the one I just bought. So this way. Hold off on that.
Hey, Commander. I've learned that Spears is okay.
Yeah,
Brought
what?
but I'm positive that storm
The X that marks the spot. You mean one of the coordinates,
precisely.
but we still haven't decrypted the second set of coordinates. Never mind the third.
Not yet. But my people are working with Rihanna. It's only a matter of time.
Except that Comstar isn't waiting around for it.
No, they're not.
And by doing that,
I like the.
by the time...
All right.
Good luck.
Oh, hey Rogue, how you doing? Side. How dumb are people to believe that Palestine the Palestinians genocide law? Oh, you mean the Palestinians being genocided? If only. Jesus Christ, if only. We could only hope for something like that happening at this point. $1.85 million under the dome of Israel. 1.5 million lives under. I don't understand, Rogue. What are, you're gonna have to explain this to me. I don't understand. Are you talking about in Israel, like how many lives are under in Israel right now? I really do not understand what you're talking about. What happened that I missed, and what insanity is going on that I am missing today? Oh. Oh, that's 20. Okay, 21% of the people in Israel are Palestinians, is what you're saying. The ones that live in actual. Okay, yeah. Okay, I know that. Yeah, I was like, I know what you're talking about now. Okay. Alrighty. Took a minute. Ooh, the artillery array. Ooh, nice. Someone get an upgrade. People in Gaza should be their law. How is that a Jedi? People in Gaza should be their law. Okay, you're gonna have to explain this to me. Go into chat and we're gonna have to talk about this one. Because I did not understand what you're talking about. No, I'm confused, and me explaining this to people is probably going to be even more confusing. So I'm going to go into live show in the GNF Told Drama, and you can tell me what the hell's going on here. I don't get it now. People in Gaza should not be there. Should be there. Oh, should not be there. Okay.
Okay.
So what's this crazy shit that's going on right now that you're trying to tell me about?
Well, I mean, okay, so I'm arguing with people on the YouTube as usual. Mostly in the YouTube because the amazing non-atheist has decided to go on a whole tirade on Palestine, blah, blah, blah. You know, he's a left head. And the people that follow him, like, oh, yeah, it's a genocide. And I'm like, really? That's roll back here. Oh, roll it back here. There's about 2 million that live with the Jews behind that fucking wall, behind the curtain. There's 2 million that exists in there, and the people who are on the Gaza Strip technically refuse to live with the Jews. So the Jews have given them grace of state to be there. Now Hamas, as we all know, took over that location and uses that people that are there, the under 100,000 of them, as meat shields.
Yeah. Okay. Got that. I know that
So-
part.
So these motherfuckers are arguing that, hey, this is a genocide. This is a genocide of the Palestinians. I'm like, really? Do you know your history? Do you know the situation? And I perceive these are people that believe the left had news. Look, I'm not even a Republican. I don't even believe on Shapiro's bullshit and propaganda. I just know history. and unfortunately, with the history of Palestine, it's questionable going forward because technically it was controlled by the Romans, it was controlled by the Ottoman Empire, it was controlled under something. But they all gifted it to the people who were Jewish. And Jews pretty much opened up their mind to have anybody in there, Christians, Muslims, ergo how we got Palestine in the first place. But it is technically a Jewish territory. So
Whether they like it or not. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, come on, people, just figure this shit out. And like I said, it's but yeah, like I said, I've been having fun. It's like I kicked a hornet's nest or something. The people on a tizzy, and I've had multiple people comment back, and is like, okay, yeah, I know my history. It's a genocide. Oh, you do? Okay, please explain. They still don't explain. They say it's a genocide. I love it. But otherwise, by the way, your volume is somewhat low.
Is it in on my stream or is
On your
it-
stream, it's low. Me and you were loud. Your stream, no.
Huh. I don't know.
I could hear you here, but I
Like
can
I s-
barely hear your music is louder than you.
Which is strange because I have it down real low. See, here's the thing. I've been having this problem with OBS lately, to where my mic.
Oh, it's
if I stream through you guys, it's fine. But if I have to turn it up like 500%.
I'll have to listen.
I don't know why it does this. I never know why it does this. How's that now? And I got it turned up all the way. How's that?
There's a delay. Remember that.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for you. For some reason,
Yeah, no. It's wait, what? Do that again? Did you say something again?
Okay. I don't know what it is, but it's about a 15-second delay is what we should have here. And
Yeah, yeah, no. There was like a brief moment where it felt like it went up, but I want to make sure. I love this dead air.
I know.
Okay, you do sound a little bit louder.
Well, that's
but
because
you
I got
have-
my mic stuck right in my face right now.
No, I know. But
But-
yeah, but
What is-
can I hear it with the game playing?
With the game playing? Alright.
Or is it playing? Or, because I want to hear the music if there's any.
Well, there should be music playing right now.
Oh, there is. I don't hear shit.
How about now?
Let's find out. I love the delay.
There shouldn't be any delay on the music. The music's been playing straight through. I have it turned down.
No? Oh. Okay, now I hear it now. I hear it barely. I can hear it now. Gotta wait.
I gotta figure out how to fix this one of these days because for some reason my mic this just does not like my mic. OBS. I got to learn how to turn it up on the programs outside of OBS. It's not the problem with Mike. I think Windows won't let me raise it up.
Yeah, no,
So
that's the same thing. I had issues with Windows.
I have to download mic control of some sort.
Yeah. I've got to do that. The same thing.
Here's the thing: Blue Mountain mics do have a control that is decent. I just gotta bother to download it one of these days. It doesn't like to play with the streaming services unless I do that, and I'm going to have to.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Because I didn't used to have this problem until I think it was the last major Windows update. Yeah, last major Windows update, and then I'm not worried about it. People don't hear me. People don't normally generally stay. As soon as I got my mic. Here's the thing on TikTok, it sounds normal, but I have it at 500%. Just so.
No, that's a little bit different when it comes down to it because you can actually move things around. But OBS. It's kind of why I have issues with it. I know I usually try to get a. What is it? The audio separator. You can actually download that, but that doesn't always work sometimes. One of those things.
But so basically, that's coming. They think it's a genocide. I'm like, no. If you listen to actually a lot of the other, here's the thing: why isn't the other Arab countries taking in refugees from Gaza and those places? Answer: every time they do, those people start up shit in their area. The terrorists go into their area, start raising shit. They want to be, we are the true Muslims, blah, blah, blah. The Palestinians, literally, the Palestinian terrorist groups from Gaza literally go into other countries, and they won't let them in there because they'll stir up shit and try to start a genocide there of either the Uyghurs or the
Uyghurs,
or the what's the other ones?
Oh, well, I know they go after the Christians, even though the Muslims really kind of work well with them. They're still religious types, but they try to separate each other.
Like the Palestinian terrorist groups.
Those Palestinians.
They are the purest of we are the true Muslims. They don't actually believe anybody else's Muslim religion is more than theirs. They believe they should be in charge of everything. Don't know why. They are like the Nazis of the Muslim groups.
They are the Nazis.
And they are like the Nazis of the Muslims. And they want to literally kill everybody. And they've said it. They said they literally believe they can't be killed off. They literally believe that they are so powerful and so righteous and right, they cannot be killed off.
I know. It's just,
I said, honestly, everybody's getting tired of them.
So there
might be a genocide here eventually.
Yeah,
but not for the reasons you're thinking.
Until everybody gets wiped out, I'm not concerned about them. It's like,
it's not going to be.
But I do like the factor that this is kind of happening. Is like it's really dumb.
Oh yeah, it is super dumb. The dumb is the dumbest. I just cannot comprehend how they can be this dumb. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
But they're doing it, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
I wish them the best and the worst.
Yeah, I do. Mazel tov, but it is what it is.
Oh, this is a new one. Okay. But thank you for explaining that. I was like, what are you talking about? What happened now that I missed?
You didn't miss much. I mean, it's the same people that are, within college and shit. But it's like I said, just me doing the shit on the YouTube and that. So I have the shorts of the amazing retard. And he goes onto a tirade, and then I kind of put in my little thing, and then I get all those followers, his peons. Just jabbing. I'm like, oh, okay, let's have fun with this, because apparently I've hooked a few. So if I can't get you on the twatters, I'm gonna get you on the tubs. So either way,
Yeah.
I eat healthy tonight.
That's what I just don't understand about these people. They want to die on this hill so badly. So badly. I'm like, why? Why do you feel the need to die on this hill that isn't real? That has been made up. And the problem is this was our government's own fault. They've been building this group, and now this group is so easily led by the nose, and they really are.
Yeah.
That anybody who spreads a little bit of money, they're like, I believe this. I believe this.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that Hamas is a pretty good,
And that's what we're starting to learn is that this group is like these people are literally being funded by a terrorist group now.
They are.
It's like holy shit, the government made a terrorist group of college kids
Again.
It's like you can't make
it's
this
bad enough
shit
that you had the
up.
Afghanis in that. It's like now you got this group. Congrats.
You did it again. How?
Oh god. Hey.
How do you guys screw this up every time? We tell you this is gonna happen, you're like, no, it's not. And then it happens, and you're like, how did this happen? It's like, oh my god. It is a beautiful thing to watch, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Just the epic fuck up of bullshittery of their own making. And then they're just like, oh my god, how did this happen? And like, look at the fucking mirror. Look in the fucking mirror and realize that you are to blame. So, yeah, this does not shock me at all. I mean, I knew this.
No.
We knew this was going this way. It was just.
Well, yeah, no, but again, I again, like I said, just for me, who, for whatever reason, kind of looks at this piece of the global world on a historical kind of point of view, and I go through the basic empires and. That structure, like it or not, kind of goes back to a dramatic empire. Russian and a few others, and I'm like going, hey, I know that piece of history. I know that doctrine. Because again, that was part of my kind of one of my assignments for history. I had to pick a location, so I picked Germany, and so I kind of went through this entire backlog of how everything kind of got pushed in, including Nazism and what their foundations are, and how they kind of utilized we'll kind of call it a pseudo religion, because they kind of took Christianity and just dialed it up to 11. And added a few more different mythos involved in order for to get all these people to believe the propaganda. But again, it comes back from the Roman Empire, which has other structures with the Ottoman Empire, and you kind of go, okay. But when you go back and all of a sudden they mention, especially the Romans and the Ottomans, they mention Palestine, you kind of go, wait, hold on. Wait, what do we... So, my little gray matter kind of goes, I know this for some reason. Why do I know this?
Here's the thing. The reason I know about the whole Nazis and the Ottoman Empire working together so well was I watched it. They did this on PBS not long, like it was during the Obama era, and I was really fascinated by it. I was like, wow, that's pretty fascinating. So I learned about it, and when I would bring it up, and people were like, "No, that's not what that is about. That's something totally different. You don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "No, this is seriously what this is. Look." And they're like, "No, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about." And I'm like, "No, it's right there. Why can't you see this?"
Yeah.
Like, nope, we see nothing. We don't see this.
I see nothing. I hear nothing. I know nothing. Like, yeah, I know that you know nothing, but... but yeah, no, I like I said, I have fun fucking with these people. It's weird.
But the thing is, PBS immediately pulled that off their website.
Oh, I know, because there's like for example, I was able to, not our version up here. I don't know if it's the same thing. The Knowledge Network. It covers a lot of different things, including British as well as worldwide kind of shit. PBS we do also have up here. It's like Channel 9 for us. but it's like more of Canadianized version of it to a degree. You still get some American things thrown in, but it's really mostly kind of fits within our structure. Because again, we have that 33%, so you have to have some Canadian programming thrown in. So you've got an altered version of PBS that exists, like Sesame Street. You have the American version or the British version, and then you have a Canadian version. So it's like, okay, that you probably never seen. So,
No, I have seen your stuff before.
that's the one with the polar bear.
Yeah, I have seen some of that.
Yeah, okay, then you have seen it. Yeah,
He's
okay.
Ohio, they used to broadcast it down here in Ohio.
Okay, cool. Because again, I never know exactly what hits.
Because like we're just on the border, close enough to see that shit. So
Okay,
and it's
cool.
usually when
Like
I
I
go
said,
vacation up in Erie. So Lake Erie usually has that, and I'll like, oh, okay, cool. They have that one channel, and I'll take a look at it. I see what's going on in Canada. So
Yeah. Okay. Because again, for me, it's always trying to remember who's remembering or who able to get to see what on the borderline, because Ontario is a little different than the West Coast area, and even though we have duplicates, there's always going to be a variant somewhere.
yeah,
I was like, okay,
yeah.
it's really, yeah. So and again, I get to see. I'm not going to say a wide range of American-based shows, but at the end of the day, it's a pretty good smorgasbord. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, yep. I can't blame you. I can't blame you on that. It is very interesting.
Yeah. So if I get to see something in New York, I kind of go, wait, because again, I'm able to, because my cable system, I'm able to get Eastern Coast shows and that, so we can see some shows ahead of time because of the lineup, because those lineups will show up on the West Coast. But when it comes down to news, we usually focus on the West Coast shit. I was like, all right, if I'm able to see stuff in New York, and then I'm like, well, how does this kind of fit for the rest of those areas? Because I know what happens in Washington, the state, and I know what's happening in New York and that, but I don't know what's happening in the middle. Do they see the same thing? Do they see something different? I don't know. So
Sometimes, every once in a while, I see the same thing. Here's the thing: back in the '80s, we used to get BBC. When the towers were, remember those big, huge transmission towers?
Yeah.
We used to have those all across the world, and in Ohio, because we're up in the mountains, sometimes we get British channels when they were broadcasting on their huge electronic towers. And then also, if you live close enough to a tower, which one of those big towers, like within 100, 200 mile radius, it would the signal would bounce off that tower and stabilize here, really weirdly. So I could, like, because of where I lived in Ohio back when I was younger, we got all sorts of weird channels over the air. Just amazing stuff. Today, like, yeah, you'd have to have a satellite decryptor and all that stuff. But then when you had antenna, I think that was the most interesting part about
It needs to be reduced to rubble in order to limit their operating
back
proficiency
then,
in the
because
region.
I could see so many channels back then in the day, and like I could see Canadian channels, BBC channels from Britain. There was even one channel that came in Spanish.
yeah.
That's I could not understand.
Don't worry. There's an actual variant of Portuguese that they throw into that one. So
Might have been Portuguese. I don't know. It could have been.
Yeah. No, but it could have been. But again, like I said, I do know, depending on the situation, because I know for the United States continental, usually they throw in like basic Spanish, but every now and then you'll get like a Portuguese kind of thing thrown in. You kind of go, fuck. It's like I have an issue with Quebecian French. It's like, wait, I barely understand most of it. Maybe Parisian French.
I get mad with like we have to have Spanish channels. Why can't? And if you want to watch it, you have to learn Spanish. Like, why can't they learn English? I live in an English-speaking country. Why can't they learn English? I'm not French. I'm not gonna fucking learn Spanish.
Yeah, I mean, we did up. I mean, up here we did add in for our cable programming, and there's Indian, and then there's as in the dot and the feather. Then there's Chinese, never Japanese, but Chinese. And I'm like, wait, why would I want these channels? Well, you really don't need them. Then why did you put them in the list? Oh, you can opt out of them. I'm like, yeah, but you put them in the list. weird. Then eventually they made them a separate list, but it took a while. There was an automatic. You had a certain cable package, these things came included that you can opt out on. That makes no sense. Why is this here? I don't speak any of these.
Why do I have to know these languages in school that I'll never speak in life? I mean, I was more like, here was the funny thing, because of certain things, I was more likely to speak Arabic, and I should have learned that. I mean, fuck.
I had a lot of Korean friends, so I started understanding Korean, so it's like, okay. But when people throw Chinese stuff at me, why do I need to deal with these people?
Why do you need to learn Mandarin? Because they're going to take over the world someday.
I know something.
But they can't even control, when they can barely keep control of their own. I mean...
I know.
I'm still trying to figure that one out. It's like, they're making a huge aircraft carrier that's a big threat that keeps sinking. And I'm like...
Yeah, how's that a threat?
I mean, but it shows it's a threat because it keeps sinking? No, it's huge. It used to be a cruise ship. It was like... That sounds like a bad design for an aircraft carrier. It's like, yeah, they put too much weight on it and it sinks all the time, and it's like they can barely take it out in calm oceans. It's like,
yeah,
like this makes no sense. And now they're making a second one, and it's being designed, instead of being an updated cruise ship, it's being built as a cruise ship with an aircraft carrier hull on top of it. It's like, this is better. No, it's worse, but it's still a big threat. And I'm like, God damn it! Make up your fucking mind! This is how they'll take. This is the ship they'll use to take over Taiwan. Okay, you have me intrigued because their submarines will look at that like fucking breakfast. I mean,
yeah,
like that's fucking breakfast. I mean, come on. I'm just like, I don't understand. Now it's North Korea. North Korea is the big threat, and I'm like,
yeah.
Wow, well, he has nuclear weapons, does he? Well, no, but he says he does, and it's, God damn it, here we go again. The reason he can't make nuclear weapons is the deal Trump made with him, and when he stopped, all that uranium they were making went to waste.
Yeah,
essentially. It basically, what they were making went bad, and it can no longer be used to make weapons. Weapon trades.
Yeah.
Focus target received, Commander.
But, yeah. Like I said, the world, there's a lot of weird shit going on in the world this week. And like, they're trying to make you, like, don't look how bad Obama, like this week. Yesterday, they were talking about Tim Pool about an article from 6 months ago, how great, how bad RFK is making it for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, all the polls show in a three-way race, Trump decimates everywhere. Like, literally,
yep.
he just fucking takes over like a...
No,
like
that was a guarantee.
And it's like, and
no,
I'm like, Tim, but why are you looking at this story from 6 months ago? Well, because there's nothing going on that's really of, interest.
That's really important.
Yeah, so we're going to make controversy. Tim is trying to make controversy where there is none, and I'm like, Tim...
Well, I mean, I get it. It's a slow news day. This is a thing that happens even within his circuit. So it's like, yeah.
I just don't understand.
Like what's happening with the talking heads on the YouTubes for this whole Bethesda removal of minor studios. People are up in arms because Microsoft done fucked up apparently.
What Microsoft do now?
So Microsoft shut down 4 studios.
Okay, I heard about that, yeah.
So the studios in question happens to be Arcane, the ones behind Redfall, the one behind Hi-Fi Rush, which I barely played. They got shut down because Japanese studio. The only Japanese studio you have, even though you're trying to get into the Japanese market, you shut that down.
The thing is,
they were the same people that made that other game, Evil Within.
I think I was watching
Ghostwire
Bermuda Horror
Tokyo.
on this one, and he actually made a
Yeah.
good point on this, and I hate to say it. I know you hate to say it. He's like, Microsoft doesn't advertise their games like Sony does. And they really don't. That's one of their main flaws. It's like, yeah, we talked about that once. And
yeah, there's a reason behind that for the most part, because unlike Sony, who is in everybody's vajayjay and ass and other orifice that you can imagine, knee deep in some cases,
yeah,
Microsoft has a hands-off.
Hi, Commander. This encryption.
They give
program,
each
that's
division
it.
their
I'll check
own
that
fucking
on
thing, including the ability to advertise. Give those studios who are so fucking good at advertisement don't know how to advertise, then that's all on them.
yeah. I mean,
So it's like, I get it that, hey, this is supposed to be a massive $1 trillion company. Well, this is a $1 trillion company just like Google that's and like Steam that said, you know what? We're not gonna fuck around with your shit unless something happens. Something happened. And now they're fucking around with shit. But all of these studios had the ability to make these they're like, oh my god, how come, Microsoft just doesn't advertise these games? Because, again, if this is a handoff approach, that means Microsoft is kind of handoffish on every area of these departments. They're just a producer. They're the guys that kind of go, here's the money, make the game. Do
make
what
the
you
game
need
and
to
make
do.
it good. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you do you, brah.
I do get that is also another thing. So it's basically up to these companies to do this.
I would be under the impression that basically how they're running this is what is Microsoft's main focus? What is their major advertisement going forward? The fucking Game Pass.
Yeah.
Or their bloody unit. They don't care about anything else except for what is actual Microsoft. Yeah, these are umbrella corporations that are under the umbrella of Microsoft. But hey, how many different companies belong to the Alphabet Group?
Yeah.
Does the Alphabet Group advertise each and every one of them?
Nope.
So, tells you something. So, and if Steam is just a storefront, which is a good argument, like I said before, who has control over that? Steam's still going to get its 30%. But who is making those adverts? Who is providing the reels in order for you to watch the little demos and that, or the YouTube thing? Who's providing that? It's definitely not Steam. So all that goes to the studio. All they have to do is studio itself. Hey, this is the gameplay. Put it up on YouTube. There it is. If you want to throw more money toward budget, hey, you get your people to talk to Microsoft and kind of go, hey, we don't have any major budget for advertisement. How do we do this? There's communications here. I'm not going to say that Microsoft is completely scot-free on this one. It'd be nice if they were a little more hands-on. But if they're using a hands-off approach and they say that they're mostly hands-off, then I'm going to be under the impression that just like any contractor that I work for, I don't see my bosses coming to my buildings. I'm the only boss. So if I've got to do some advertisement, then I'm going to put some advertisement. Like, hey, we've got this shit happening. This is all me. Oh, I've got to get this clear before I can put it up. Okay. Hand it off to the property management. They say, yeah, good to go. Put it up. They don't make it for me. I do it myself. So got to make sure certain things get cleared by the big boss. It's like, here, I made this. What do you think? Oh, I like this. Put it up. Okay. If they didn't like it, they're like, make changes. Okay. Where do you want? So, communications. I don't think this company has a huge communications window. So that's another issue that's probably going to be on the Microsoft side of things, but this also kind of falls on the developer.
Yeah.
So I get it. I understand the Mutahar complaint, but again, you have to really look at the history and what they say. If they say they're hands off, how much are we talking about here? Because we're not given that information, so we can only assume. And we know how that assuming things happen, but in this case, if I look at the history so far, that assumption starts to look like this may be the practice.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong here on the side. Sony could do, or PlayStation or Xbox could do a little bit more advertisement. But here's the thing: a lot of people. I was wondering, you know how they want to put ads on Windows 11 and 12.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. I mean,
probably. I like I said before. I don't know. I mean, remember, Microsoft itself is a huge different division that focuses on hardware, computer hardware. They don't care about gaming. And then we got Xbox Studio, which is kind of a subsidiary to the Microsoft that deals with the gaming division. That gaming division is kind of looking at its, it's like, hey, what are we doing with this? Like, don't worry, we got this figured out. You don't need to know. Okay. Yeah, no, like I said, there is a chain of command somewhere that doesn't feel natural. That there's missing links here and there, but I can't put the square of the blame on one area because everybody's doing the whole blanket of Microsoft. It's like, well, I could put the whole blanket on Google for everything that's fucked up on the Google side of things. But hey, they're an umbrella company like Facebook. Meta now is an umbrella company, so I was like, Can't blame Zucky for everything.
No, you can't.
Even though I would like to.
A lot of us would like to blame a lot of stuff on Zucky.
So it's like, okay, and this is the problem with people that are in different professions that don't fully understand what it's like to work in these kind of fields or deal with people who work in this kind of field. Like there was an argument on the Twitters that there was like that all the major developers from the people that made Hi-Fi Rush and that left, and so they're left with a skeleton crew to make all these games. No wonder they failed. And the actual guy that worked on the original projects and that is still working for the team. He goes on to Twitter and says, "You're wrong." And they're like, "Yeah, no, you got to learn your history." And he's like, "I work for the fucking company. You're wrong." So we have a lot of talking heads on one side who believe what's going on and think that they know everything because of other talking heads on these other channels who say that they've been talking from people on the inside and this is the thing that's happening. I don't know what's happening. All I can do is guess. Am I frustrated? No. Do I care? Not really. But I can see people's points of view. Yeah, it can be frustrating for those who are really devoted to this particular franchise or this particular gaming institution, whether it be Xbox or Nintendo or Sony, whatever. Great, you're devoted to a plastic box. Fuck, even those who are considered the PC Master Race. I will fuck around with that and say, yeah, I'm a member of the PC Master Race, but I don't make that my entire identity. I play video games, but it's a hobby. I'm not making it a career.
Yeah.
And even if I did try to make a game, it's just going to be on that hobbyist level. I did it for fun. You like it, great. You don't like it, oh well. It was for fun. I want to see I can do it. I did it. Move on. So it's like,
yeah, it's just, yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, but these people that are so fucking heavy on all or none, you belong to my team or you're my enemy, this sports kind of mindset. Oh, I like Boston, ergo I hate everybody else. Like, yeah, but what happens if your team loses? You're gonna be angry all the time. You're some people tend to jump to a different sub team, but they have multiple different kind of listing of so that they can root for somebody. I've never had that, or never really put myself or devoted that time and energy into that. I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that I found it kind of lame.
I used to be so in sports, and now I just don't even give a shit anymore.
You get it. I get it.
They're no longer interesting, and I never got upset when my team lost. They'd be like, "Oh well, that sucks," but you know, hey,
yeah,
well, you know, we'll do better next time, or we won't. It's just one of those things. Well, don't do better next time. Not we, but you know, hey. I'm not one of those super fans that like to say, "Hey, we're part of the team too." No, I like to watch. I like to enjoy.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I'm not a huge hockey fan, but I know hockey per se. I'm not going to be able to tell you who's on what fucking team, or why the little black puck is being chased by the little white dude in the multicolor film. I really don't fucking care. I've got the basic understanding. I know how to get past, and I know some stats. So I'm good. I can pass as a respectable Canadian when it comes down to hockey.
Canadian. Yeah, okay. Well, you have to, because hockey is the only thing you guys got going on there.
Well, basketball used to be a thing until the Americans took it over and said, "Mine now." It's like, okay.
Well,
so we have lacrosse and hockey. We used to have basketball.
Trust me, you don't want it right now.
Oh no, I'm good.
You don't want,
but yeah. So it's like, whatever, you guys have it, you do your thing. But no, I don't devote. Again, I'm not a huge fanatic when it comes down to things. It's like I got away from that potential mindset. It's like so much energy, it's a waste of time, and most of these people get to this fanaticism, being a fan for a fandom. They kind of lose the mark, and then I see how dumb they get, and I'm like, ooh, you trape into my world of I can't stand stupid people, and here you are, very intelligent individual being stupid. Let's play. Game on. That's my area of fascination, is how well I can fuck over the person's, buttons and that. I like pressing the fucking buttons. But yeah, I've never really tried to stick within the mindset of fandom. Hell, I even hate the word fandom because it uses the prefix fan, fanatic. So I was like, yeah, good. But no, I mean, even when it comes down to movies and that, I kind of go, you know what? Get it. Not all movies are going to be a banger, especially after working for them. You see everything behind the scenes. You get desensitized on a few things, and you lose that part of you that will get very frustrated when how Hollywood is going, or we have stories or franchises are being changed and butchered. Like, yeah, well, if you knew the actual inner politics, I've seen it. You could tell easily that this was going to go that way. So don't be surprised when a certain jolly fat man that you praise that he's king shit of a sci-fi universe that he created out of virtually a Japanese samurai movie. Sure, he's gonna turn on you, and you're gonna be, oh my god, I can't believe he turned. Like, yeah, well,
yeah, that's
predestined.
You look back now, 2020. Hindsight's 2020.
I know.
You look at this, and it's like, yep, should have seen that coming.
Shoulda. I mean,
and now well, everybody's like, if George takes it over again, it'll be great again. It's like, nah, I started to see that right before this. Yeah, I like where Star Wars is going. It's like, how much money did they pay you, or is it because your stock just dropped off a fucking cliff right now?
It's his stock. Because remember, he's not going to get the full 4 point whatever it is billion a lot of that went into stock.
Oh, yeah, I know. And now that's not. Oh, did you hear what happened to the stock today?
I saw, I heard, yes.
It was like a Wile E. Coyote drop off.
Yes.
It was like the Wile E. Coyote was running, and all of a sudden it just started fucking falling. It looked down,
it's holding roughly about 105.8, but ooh.
But what was it? It was
Ooh,
like
that
you know how the Wile E.
that
Coyote
drop,
will
that
keep on running and looking down, and
Yes.
he won't fall until he falls down. And it was like the stock owners at Disney were just running off that cliff, and they were running forever.
Yeah.
Until
Well,
I
I
looked down.
I
and,
did
and
like
oh
that.
my god.
Well, I did like that brief spike that they had that got it to like 129, almost 130, before it just yeeted itself out of existence.
Oh no, that
to
was
drop down to like where we are now. I was like, wow.
But yeah, it did that huge spike, but then it went straight. They did a straight line,
Yeah.
like they were running across the field.
Yeah,
without looking.
no.
Like the
it
Wile E.
just kind of,
Coyote.
and
It was literally
yeah,
like the
no,
Wile
it
E.
was- it
Coyote
was-
for a minute, and then they looked down and they're like, "Oh shit, there's no ground beneath us."
Yeah, there's no ground. Yeah, no, it was just a weird moment. I was like, okay, sure. But yeah, we're right now holding at 105. Congrats on them, but still, at its good day, you were looking at pretty close to like 200 a shot. To where it is now, I was like, oh, okay. So that was just after Lucas kind of handed over the keys. Here is my thing, and all of a sudden my stocks went up. And Lucas was like, "Oh, my 4 billion is now more than what it was," and now it's, oh, here it is. So it shot itself. So that 4 billion that you had.
I'm wondering if he was the one that was trying to drive it up, and was the one that sold because he knew it was shit.
Probably.
That'd be
Because
hilarious
I-
if I find out, hey, I know this is shit, but if I keep talking it up, like I support
Yeah.
this, even though I don't.
Yeah.
We've come to find.
No, honestly,
oh, yeah, George
I-
Lucas sold his stock a long time ago.
No, again, like I said, I don't know how much he actually had in stocks and whatever, but I know he did not get the full 4 billion, 4.6 billion. It was good on paper, but that's not lucrative cash that they just kind of put into a, an investor savings thing and kind of go, here you go. Giant, one of those giant novelty checks where he could stand in front of it and pose. With Bob Iger, as with 4 billion written on it. No. So it's like, yeah, come on. The man had that slaver moment, and all of a sudden they were no longer slavers. They were the best thing since sliced bread. So I'm like, there's a turn here. Please explain. Okay, come on, George. Explain. Did you realize that the stock that you had is not that great? I mean, it's going to tap into your kitty's, future investments going forward. Mm-hmm. You just realize that you have to play game now. So yeah.
Excellent work. The site is secure.
But it was a beautiful thing to do.
Investigating that homing signal.
Oh yeah, no, I totally concur and agree. But
I'm not seeing anything here, Rihanna.
Farhad says the Victor has been trying to return the signal it received, but the return signal was partially corrupted.
but yeah, no, it's a thing.
It is a thing.
Try activating it yourself. and then
Yeah, when these things happen, I listen to like I said, I listen to the talking heads. Not like I'm gonna preach their doctrines or whatever. It's like, oh my God, you gotta listen to these people. They know what they're talking about. They really do not. A lot of them are not in that profession.
like that before, and in pristine
Hey,
condition.
a lot of them, maybe if you're lucky, are critics in other departments. Hell, Mudahar, what is he? He's a programmer. He's a fucking programmer. So, if he was programming video games and worked for one of these companies, I could see, yeah, maybe, but no, he's a programmer. He's got a different business. So I was like, I don't know about this shit. Do I trust everything you say? No. But I'll listen to you. the point until I'm gonna turn you off because you're missing the entire mark. And yeah, it's I don't know. Watching a novice do a booking for a wrestling company and say he's the best booker that there is, and the competition is no more better than a Harvey Weinstein of approach when it comes down to businesses. I'm like, ooh, that's a pretty big claim. You do realize that your program, your thing is failing miserably, but okay, you can call the other side Harvey Weinstein, and you are the best of the best.
Remember, he got out of prison, and it looks like he's gonna. Everybody forgot what he did. In all seriously, everybody's talking to him again already.
This Meg is a
Yeah.
She's got two
Oh shit. Well, because of the fact that one, it's been a while. Two, he's been let off on
We found another audio.
kind of a technicality.
Where his
Something I kind of foresaw.
But
So it's like, okay.
yeah.
Here he is. It doesn't change any further. It's like, yeah, okay. He'll probably be producing movies soon, and we'll forget all about it. Like, people forget that Activision Blizzard paid out because of their questionable sexual offenses.
Oh yeah, they paid out. Instead, that all went quiet. Everybody was like, "Why did that go quiet?" Because everybody got paid out.
Yep.
But those women are sitting. Microsoft was like, "Hey, who wants to ride the money train? I need a lot of therapy. You can buy all therapy you need now.
Yeah, you can buy as much therapy as you need. Hell, you can have a therapy for your therapy." I was like, okay. But yeah, no, this is why I kind of look at it and I go, I don't trust all this shit. There's a lot of talk, and people are gonna forget very quickly because everything goes into the memory hole. So it's really nice that these people talk a good game, but when it comes down to it, it's over with in a brief moment. It's like, yeah.
I mean, apparently Oprah's already opened up her client list again because everybody's
no fucking shit. Yeah. No fucking shit.
Yeah, we kind of knew that was coming. Oh god, there's some weird shit going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't help that Drake's has some really weird shit, so it's like, okay.
Drake had somebody shot at his house. I saw that. I was looking at it.
Yeah, it's one of his security guards was actually shot.
It's like, yeah, does that have anything to do with this? Maybe, we don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, well, it is gang related, or assumed to be gang related. But it could be somebody from a different circle that decided that, you know what, we're not going to wait for the law to figure this shit out. We're going to figure it out for ourselves.
Could be.
We'll never know 100% of the story. It's like we won't know for sure that P. Diddy actually set it up so that Tupac and Biggie got killed. We can assume. There's a lot of evidence that places him in the in that seat of yeah, I set it up, but you can't prove it. Like, we can't prove that O.J. Simpson murdered a couple of people, even though we suspect that he did. He was acquitted.
You know what? It doesn't matter anymore. That
No, he did. So you can let whatever deed you believe in solve that problem, or that issue is no longer going to be a thing. Just like, we won't know if Michael Jackson was a pedo or not. There wasn't enough evidence to prove that he was, but a lot of people that say that he is. So it's like, okay. But no. Or the, what is it, Dan Snyder kind of issue that's also happening, who was found out to be a kind of a creepoid, which is nothing surprisingly. But he now has lawsuits against people who are considered his haters. It's just an ongoing shit. So it's just one drama after the other. What was it? iDubbbz is now going after the commentary community.
Saw that. kind of wondering about that as well.
I mean, these are people that pretty much have lost a degree of notoriety, so they need to be remembered because a lot of their names are in the memory. Kind of forgotten. Oh well, it is what it is. Just like people forget that, hey, that Bethesda really fucked over the Fallout franchise by making it into a looter shooter with their first very Fallout game, Fallout 3. Oh, but Fallout 3 was good. No, it wasn't. You just think it's good because you have nostalgia memory on it because you played it as a kid. Like today's recording that I did with Nemo. We did the Fallout thing, but he ended up kind of asking me my how did I feel when I first played Oblivion, and I'm like, because I have an issue with Bethesda-based games. The only major Bethesda game I've actually played all the way through is, believe it or not, Fallout 4. And the other one would be Skyrim. Reason of why, not because of the great stories, is because of the factor that their sprites that they use feel more modern in some approaches. It's something about them that just feels better than a lot of the stuff that they had previously. I've tried playing older versions of Bethesda-based games, and I can't get past certain points. Their models irk the hell out of me. Now you can say that, oh well, maybe you don't like, the older type games, the retro games. No. I can play the original Fallout 1, 2, New Vegas. Even though New Vegas is using the Bethesda sprites, there's something about it that the way how they wired them up, it moves a bit differently than how Bethesda normally makes these sprites move. Even though they're the same fucking puppet, something about them, they move slightly different. Don't know why, it just feels like they move slightly different. Can't stand any of the Bethesda games. So I was like, it's like maybe you should take Bethesda games. So I'm like, well, play 2, if I can merge modern Bethesda game with Oblivion, probably be a happy campy, which is why I mod Fallout 4 to have more of a New Vegas feel. I like the whole look of New Vegas, and why I tend to mod Skyrim into anything else but Skyrim. Mm-hmm. But I played them. The story's crap. The stories are fucking crap. And I played about 15-20 minutes of Starfield and said, I'm good. You can keep this.
Well, no, Starfield was an absolute piece of shit.
And again, it's their sprites that the story I was willing to treasure for a little bit, but the introduction to the first sprite, the Asian chick and the guy that was also in the elevator with me, the white dude, I was like, there's something wrong with these people. What is it? What's up with their eyes?
Their eyes look like they're dead inside, like the developers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it brought me back to like a basic Bethesda game. I'm like, this brings me back to the original Bethesda games. I know they've developed and trying to change their sprites a bit, but this just looks dead and everything's washed out. What the fuck? Did you decide that you didn't like green anymore and decided to use shit Pringle brown? The fuck? So I was like, okay. And then I got past the part where I touched the stone and they got me to the ship that I'm supposed to have, and I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I don't need to know about your space combat. I got to this point. Probably wait and touch it until much later after they fix all this janky shit. But I'm good. I haven't got really past the tutorial for the space combat. So I'm like, beyond that, I've heard a lot of different things. Many people say it's a good game. I'm like, you gotta be broken. Mentally broken. And the others kind of go, this is a waste of my time. Going, yeah, I agree with you, because that was my first 15 minutes. It was a waste of my time. Like, ooh.
Yeah, I looked at it. I could see the advertising. It was kind of the last month of advertising when they started showing the characters and their eyes, and I was just like, they looked like. Okay, it looks like the game encapsulates the soul of every developer on the team.
Yeah,
they're just dead inside. And then the best one I've seen is where Razor Fist is playing the game. And one of the characters he's supposed to be with him to help him on the mission, and the NPCs dies. And he's like, "Oh, well, I guess I passed still." And he went and talked to the person he saved, and the dead starts talking along with.
Yeah,
laying on. It shows that it shows that person talking, laying dead on the floor.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that. I saw that.
And I was just like, "Yep, that is how. That is this game. That is encapsulates the purity of this game." So I was laughing my ass off when I saw that. And I was just like, so. Ooh, I got somebody in the chat. It looks like.
I don't know. Did you have people in the chat?
I did, but apparently I couldn't see them. I am so sorry, Donnie M.A. I missed your chat because it was supposed to go into my restream chat, but it wasn't showing up. If you're simply intrigued, check out some of my work. Oh, wait a minute here. How you going? Can you see my chat? Would you like be interested in No, god damn it! Another fucking advertiser. They tricked me. Because it looked like they were trying to have a conversation. Mother, it's another fucking advertiser bot that's trying to. Motherfucker.
See? They got you. They always get you.
I hate fucking the internet sometimes. This motherfucker.
But yeah, no, I see nothing in the e-tabs, and I'm not going over the talkies, tickies. I'm good. I've got too many places to be haunted, and I'm not too sure if I want the Chinese to pick up whatever data I might have that's left.
I honestly do not care anymore.
I know.
I have stopped giving a fuck about that a long time ago.
Oh, I get it, but I'm like, that's you and me. I'm still playing that game. It's like I don't know how much data they haven't.
Here's the thing. I was in the military, so they have all my data.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no shit. I'm a private citizen technically, so I was like,
Private citizens, maybe not. You as a private citizen, you might still be safe.
Government has how much data my government gives out. I don't know, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm just gonna play the game. Like, I'll stick with what I got. Yeah, it's like trying to explain it to morons on the internet who identify with shitheads. Yeah, it's like, what do you mean a private citizen? Like, dude, contractors I used to work for that I can't really talk about. It's like, so once I can, no problem. The ones I can't really say much. Like, It's like, okay, whatever. It is what is. Oh, Penn wanted to do a meet up, but I'm like, no, I'm messing with Jim at the moment, so you'll have to wait until the weekend. Yes. But yeah, no, getting to the 97 X-Men. That's not too bad. But like I said,
that was fucking awesome. Next episode is going to end all this, and it's going to be like, oh shit. And then we got another season after that, and I'm like, shit. I mean, that was basically.
Yeah, I know. So my feeling for this one, again, it's going to lead into the Onslaught story. That's why I feel like they're going to go down the road on this one.
Yeah.
Whether they bring Onslaught into this near the end of this entire thing to be a hook, but we are getting close to that point where Charles is going to pretty much mind zap Magnus.
I mean, right now, here was the thing. Wolverine never got his chance to stick his claws in Magneto's heart, so I don't know.
No.
He was going to brain zap him, but it might be the next episode, but Magneto's
that's what I
pretty
mean.
much dead
This
at
is
point.
we're yeah, because we're at that point where this is the Onslaught story. This is the reason how we get Onslaught. Because of the Asteroid M issue, this is basically they kind of did a retell of Asteroid M. Wolverine ends up impaling Magneto. Magneto strips all of Wolverine's adamantium. We saw that in this last episode, so it's like, okay, we're here. So now we've got this next follow-up. If you go by the comic books, I don't know how closely they're going to go with it, because, hey, they did a retell of the Asteroid M saga. So,
I did like the
we're going to have...
There was a moment in the show, I wanted to get this out before I
Yeah.
got it, where Cyclops hands the outfit to Cable and says, "What is this, the circus?" He said, "What do you want, black leather?" Doing a dig on the movie, as where the movie did a dig on the cartoon. So I was I was just like, wow, that's actually fucking clever. Holy shit, no wonder they fired this guy. They fired this guy because he was fucking good at his job.
Well, the funny thing is, if he did exactly what I think he did, he laid it out, because the Onslaught saga ends up at the end of it removing the mutants out of that timeline.
Yeah.
And they're forced to go into a different area. They no longer exist in that world, so so this would make sense if you're going to be bringing in the X-Men or the mutants into the MCU. Because I know Deadpool is bringing in Xavier's, tumor sister. Because basically she was a tumor and she became a person. Don't know how that works out, but hey, that's comic books for you.
You know what? They'll try to figure it out. Just accept it.
And she's a high-level telepath just like him, so I was like, okay, I don't want to know. And they're bringing her into the, the Loki verse, which I'm going to call it that, the Loki verse. Because they're still utilizing Loki's time manipulation people, and I forget what they're called. I don't really fucking care at this point. But there's a variant with them, so that just tells me that, hey, and he's bringing in a variant of the Logan from Hugh Jackman into his, I guess, story. If you want to go on that one, is multiple timelines. And he's borrowing bits and pieces from different versions or variances within the time structure. So the multiverse is happening here. So in order for you to have a more confined timeline, you're going to be borrowing people from one spot to bring them over to make this contained version. Because they're bringing back Junior. They're going to be bringing back Iron Man. How are you going to bring him back? He's technically dead.
Yeah, I was watching that. I just don't even care.
But yeah, so there's.
I've been just happy I got something nice before I died.
Yeah, so it's like, here you go. I was like, but no, I really think that because you're keeping the second season of this the way it is, technically, I can see this being a layup for introducing the X-Men for the MCU. From that point on, if there's a third season, they could fuck it up as much as they want to. But if we get the Onslaught storyline, it's a happy bookend ending for the X-Men 90s. It's done and over with. Now we deal with a whole new batch of X-Men in a completely different world.
But
you don't have to be the X-Men of our 90s.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that we're going to go create the new X-Men that are going to suck ass completely.
I honestly don't care when it comes down to it. They brought out the 90s version of it. They got a guy that didn't fuck it up, even though I'm guessing they were hoping he would.
That's what it feels like he was fired for, like, because here's the thing: there were people who did utterly incompetent things before him, utterly incompetent, and then they didn't do anything to them. They fucked up everything. They didn't make money. They lost fans, but they got praise. This person makes the greatest fucking show ever and gets fired before it comes out, and they knew it. They fucking knew it. And I'm like, my fucking God, they fucking knew it. They blew it all to hell. And this shows me everything that has happened is intentional.
Yes, very much so. This is
everything that has happened is intentional. It was intentional.
No, I can agree with it 100%, wholeheartedly. It's like, there's a problem with this. But no, again, it's like, this is, everybody else is asking, hey, why was he fired? Well, obviously, I've heard that there's personal differences between him and there was other writer that was hired onto it, and her bits that she did are not that great, but his bits are spectacular. So it's like, because you can tell her bits, because that Jubilee one where she goes to the Mojo world, that was one of hers. The Aurora with Forge that Furs go through, that was hers.
Yeah, I could tell there was something off about that one. But other than that, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Other than a few fuck-ups, there were some...
Here and there, it was just like, the rest of it was great. It was a banger. And there was a few people that were kind of going, well, this kind of disjointed. Why are we getting away from this story? Because we have to bring in some other handy-capable person story to put in as a filler. While we wait for the good shit. We can't have all the good shit. That'd be wrong. So it's like, okay. And yeah, as for the continuation, like I said, I'm foreseeing an Onslaught continuation, because that battle with Onslaught, because that would bring in the Avengers, would also introduce a Spider-Man crossover proper, because that was kind of encumbrance of all of New York. Hell, kind of globally speaking, Onslaught was fucking up everybody. He was a beast that you could not stop, no matter how much you wanted to. He fought. Okay. If that's, again, what they're doing, it makes sense. It would make more sense on that, because it just feels like I know that they want to bring in the X-Men into the MCU. There's no real good way to explain how to bring in the mutant.
They have to reboot, essentially.
Yeah, they're going to have to essentially retcon a lot of different things, and hey, the Multiverse of Madness helps them with that. So it's like, it's a reboot without having to say it's a reboot.
We're going to have basically a lot of people go over to the other world is essentially what's happening.
Yeah, it's what I'm looking at, because right now, as it is, the gay version of Black Captain America is not doing so well in any forms of viewing, put it that way. Everybody that's gone through the testings of this movie has come out hating it.
What movie is this now?
Captain America 4, or Captain Falcon, the gay version.
Yeah, the one that makes no sense.
With the Puerto Rican or Hispanic Falcon.
We're not, I saw what they're doing. It's kind of interesting how badly they fucked it up. They've had they've had one reshoot already of the entire movie. Full reshoot of the movie. Now they have to do another full reshoot of the movie.
Yeah.
And they're writing a new script, and they don't have another. And they're doing the same thing they did last time. They don't have a script. They don't have a
Right.
script at all, and it's like, why the
Oh,
fuck do you
the
keep
beautiful-
doing this?
Yeah, no, but the beautiful thing for what they do is they film everything in parts. So there's no real full-fledged script. Everything is filled into parts. So there's a treatment that they have up on the board, and then they have whoever's supposed to be the director. He just fills bits and pieces of what's happening, and then it's the editor that makes the movie. And so they have this particular barrage of different scenes that they just kind of snap in together to make your final film. It's like cheap version of Filmora. You use all the what is it, those free movies that they have. I forget what they're called at the moment, but
Use all the footage
you-
that you have from every movie you've ever made, and
yeah, and just kind of throw them all together. You can make multiple different movies and
like the
multiple
Italian
different
Job. Have you
versions.
ever seen the Italian Job?
I've seen the Italian Job. Yeah,
They
exactly like
actually
that. Yeah.
use those scenes.
But
of
it-
the
it- it's,
chase
uh,
in the MacGyver
We
series.
could jump and find
Yes.
ourselves
And a
stranded
couple other
or facing a
series
fate far
that they
worse.
use the
Hell,
chase scene
your
of the
father may
blue,
have
the
been laying a
white,
trap
and
for
the
whoever
red
found
car.
the
Yeah.
evidence and unlocked
That
them without
scene,
his permission.
there were
The other
multiple
coordinates each
shows
led
and
somewhere
movies that
noteworthy.
reused
There's
that
every
footage.
reason to believe these ones are leading
Unironically,
somewhere
the
even
same
more
fucking
secret.
exact way.
That may be true, but it's still going to
Yeah.
require a leap of faith.
Through and through, the whole fucking
Stock
like
film,
fuck-
but
stock film. Essentially, that whole stock
Yeah,
film
yeah.
has been used so many times.
Where you go,
It
I
originally
go.
was used for the
Island
Italian
comes
Job. They're
first
like,
by
well, we
far.
can just sell this off and
Once
use
we
it.
arrive,
No one's going to know
Yeah.
this. And like,
Roger that.
yeah, that footage is
Yeah.
iconic because it's been used.
Oh,
in
I know.
everything.
Because again, it's because we have all these film reels of stock video and footages and that. It's the same thing with Disney. They just do a barrage of different stock footages, and they throw everything into it. So that's why they can have like, you could have the same actors in the same fucking costume and have 12 different fucking variances of one movie. Not one of them good because
God,
it doesn't have an actual script.
Oh God, no, not
So
one. Yeah, not one.
Yeah. Because there's no continuity. It makes no fucking sense. And again, because all they do is drag and drop. So that's how how easy they made it for the most part, but also how difficult it is for an editor going forward in order to fine-tune a movie. What's the point of getting a director and all they're going to do is just kind of look at the camera scene itself, call action, and then cut, and then walk away and do another, schmear take at a different angle, doing exactly the same thing over and over and over again. Or if they're lucky.
I just don't know what
Yeah.
they're gonna do. It's just
No.
so shit.
No, and yeah, that's the problem with it. They're fucked. So it's like, okay. So that's why you got these high budget films, is because it's not just one movie that they're filming for, it's multiple different fucking
Oh, yeah.
movies that they're filming for. So it's like, what's the point? So no shit that they can't get their budget under wraps because they're so fucking afraid of their writers.
I don't. And what the,
Or their director that might want to go against the grain. I was like, okay, you guys are fucked. You're not going to go anywhere. I was like, okay. Oh.
but that's the way it is right now. I don't know how we got here, but that's where we are today.
I blame Gamergate for this.
You probably could legitimately.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
I mean, honestly, legit, you probably could blame Gamergate for everything bad that has happened.
Yeah, it's Gamergate's fault. Even though I was in that
2,
shit.
Gamergate 2, however, is like, this is like a really slow burn.
It is.
Like, because-
And there's usually there's not much that goes with this. It's just kind of they wait for the good shit to happen, and most of the time they forget it.
Yeah. Starlink Defense Force. It's
Catch up to it
incredible.
later. It's like, fuck me. Like for example, Warhammer is going very socially woke now. Further than what it is before, because now they're having a trans story. one of the I guess it's a space marine or whatever, but yeah, they've transitioned.
Is it like the black, turning yourself black thing?
I wish that'd be the case, but
you
yeah,
just flip a
something,
switch
yeah.
and you're all of a sudden black now.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
All of a sudden your dick just falls off and can be reattached
yeah.
later. I mean, if you change your mind.
Yeah. A futuristic, post-apocalyptic space
So what do we do?
war.
Yeah, not
They're gonna be
Jesus,
worrying
and
about the
Comstar?
no
resources
sign of
being,
that-
Let's get down.
My thoughts
funded
is-
for
whatever
how many
is
good.
bullets you're gonna be
Copy that.
expending, blah blah blah. But we have a quick, easy, check in, check out within like overnight, it barely, transitioning system. Pretty easy. Barely an inconvenience kind of shit. Like, wait, no, that makes no fucking sense. Because that's like bureaucracy one. So in the Warhammer world, it's got the highest level of bureaucrats. you could be waiting in line for like months in order to get one thing through, and then you'd have to go back to the end of the line with a new piece of paper that you got to go back to the same fucking person and continue whatever you wanted to change out or get a weapon or whatever. That's the bureaucracy that they have with the Terrians, the Earth people.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like Futurama, but on steroids.
The bureaucrat
Yes.
Oh god, the bureaucrat song. You remember that? The bureaucrat limbo.
Yes,
song?
I do remember that. Yes.
Oh my god, that's how that reminded, like, where it shows
Yes.
all that shit just laying on the floor there.
Yep. Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
they go
yeah.
into. He does it all in like a matter of minutes, and then he.
Oh yeah,
they
that's how long
said,
the song lasts.
well, yeah, you did it, but you did it out of key, so you
Yeah.
downgraded still. I'm like, what the
Yes.
fuck? What
Yeah.
is? I was just like, okay, you know what? That sounds about right at this point. Oh, he did it
Oh yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah.
How dare he? We got to punish him somehow.
Mhm. Yeah, no, that's basically where we're at with this level of Warhammer. They're trying to make it low. Wish them the best of luck, but they're trying to find other ways to get into it. So, yeah, a woke writer who's decided to make a first official trans character in their book. I'm like going, yes. I don't know how this is supposed to work, but
this is not going to go well.
no. Bad enough that Games Workshop is upping the price.
But Comstar forces have arrived using a pirate jump point.
Yeah, they're gonna up their price on their model kits and that. Like, oh, well, that's great.
Copy that. Thanks for that.
And you're gonna be woke on top of that? Ooh, I can see where this is going pretty quick. This has got to shit itself before it even gets off the ground. So yeah, it's not going to be killed by wokeness. It's going to be killed by overpricing. Oh, and then Arrowhead Studios not helping their cause. They're doing a whole backlash over, the bad reviews and that. How dare you give us bad reviews? Yeah, I still look at Steam and I still kind of see that same fucking thing up there.
Oh no, that's
Third
like
party.
even like Gamers Nexus and all them. Like, yeah, I would let go until like you got blood. Right now you got a scratch. Get some blood on that sucker. Get some blood on that sword.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yep.
They were like, yeah, they are like, yeah. Because Sony says we're still learning. They're a brand new fucking company. It hasn't been around
we're still learning. We're still learning what the real gamers want.
It hasn't been around since it's only been around since post World War II.
Yeah, I know.
Prepare for more enemy units incoming.
Has no idea what it means to own a computer, even though they built everything.
It's like basically, yeah. It's like it's that Mayor Whipman thing. She's and Holcomb Wickham or whatever their fucking name is.
Yeah. It's going to be a weird conversation with the Sparky Kins if he decides to go down that route. Yeah, no, it's like, dude. Still kind of should. I mean, I keep looking at this thing every now and then, and it kind of go, glad I gave it up because still says, hey, requires third-party account, and it's almost Friday. And I know they made the decision on a Sunday. You would think it takes a couple of days if you want to go down that route, but
I was getting up until Monday. It's Monday, and it was gone. I was like, I knew this was.
Oh, I had a funny feeling, but it's like,
they still haven't changed it, and they're like, well, Sony said we need time to change it. It's like, all you have to do is upload it on your fucking website. It doesn't take that fucking much effort.
Yeah, it doesn't take that much, as well as you could, you
they're
know.
hoping people forget about it and they let it go. No, they're not. I keep the. Actually, it's still getting more downvotes. More downvotes
I hope
are
so.
coming.
Because,
so,
well, right now we're at mixed review. Last time I saw it, but the all reviews leave it at mostly positive. So that reverse operation kind of worked in their favor to a degree, but as well as whatever bots that they're using.
I'd still try to get a refund if I were these people.
Oh yeah, definitely, I would.
I would, if you could get a refund, get it.
Yeah, I would, but you know, I find it fascinating that a lot of the people that have done reviews, there's like two. In one case, one's done a review for Dungeon Fighters Online. I'm like, okay. That same person kind of goes, yeah, I done like my Helldivers too. I was like, I don't know about this shit. So it's like, I don't know about this Dungeon Fighter Online shit. It has a mix all the way around. It's like, how do you like this game if it's mixed?
I'll be quick.
Like,
yeah, two more dropships headed straight for you, Commander.
Oh.
Roger that.
System offline.
Like I said, I wish them the best of luck.
I do.
The people who bought the game, not Sony. Sony can.
Oh no, I wish everybody. I know, but again, I wish everybody the best of luck. I just hope that people will smarten up. And again, I come back to the original fight, kind of going. We can blame the person who signed on the dotted line all we want. Not going to change shit. I'm going to be looking at Sony Interactive Entertainment. That division there, that American division that runs all of their gaming shit. That's the one that I don't trust working with the damn. So, and they're in California, so they're hoping that we forget this shit.
No, they are.
I don't. No, I don't. So it's like, I have issues with this.
I don't think we're going to forget this for a long time. And
until we're dead, but...
the thing is, I won't forget. When I've been scorned, I won't forget. I've already been scorned by Sony. And Xbox is next on my list. They're getting ready to hit that.
I'm surprised you don't have a typewriter. Type it out and mail it to people.
I do have a typewriter somewhere in this house. I'll look for it.
It's like that episode with Abe Simpson.
I gotta write an angry letter. Goes get the typewriter. I have done that before with a typewriter back in the 90s. I did have to write an angry letter once. So, and when you were in the 90s, you didn't have a printer.
Oh, I know.
A lot of money back in the day.
It was. But still, I can see with the typewriter. I gotta go back and you do the. But if you're lucky with the typewriter, it's at that cross-out ink. It was red and the black ink that was kind of.
Oh no, mine had a whiteout.
Yours had the whiteout. Oh, okay. See, you had the fancier.
Yeah, I had the fancy newer one. Yes. They belong to the school. The school got rid of them because they got computers and that.
Oh yeah, because they got the ball thing. Yeah, that did have that one too. Yeah, that ball.
It was funny. The thing is, like the second they got computers for the computer lab and all that typing, the typing class went bye-bye. And that became a storage room. It was hilarious.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised.
Because they got a printer given to them by... Oh my god, really? You just walked in front of me.
Why not? I mean,
you
that's
just
how
walk
it works.
right in front of me at the worst place possible. Like, oh, I gotta walk right in front of you.
Eh. I mean, it's not like they're dead. Not like they're dead. I mean, we could be, but
That mech is going critical. Enemy mech eliminated.
Why are you down there, you dumbass?
I've informed Rihanna of the
Because it's
situation
an
and told her
NPC.
to expedite her recon. She's to get the hell out of there as quickly as she can. In the
As
meantime,
usual,
Why
how
are you
this
so
thing works.
stupid?
there are
Why are
more
you so
enemy units
stupid?
incoming.
Not anybody in this fucking game.
No.
I'm about
they were
ready.
programmed that way.
He decided I have to go down here and shoot these people.
Good kill, Commander. That mech is about to go critical.
Centurion.
Oops.
Rookie idiots.
Commander, I've located a control room inside the base. I'm going to try and turn on the main power. Let's hope it still functions.
The only reason you're getting in.
Whatever you did, Rihanna, it worked. Okay, Commander. Those
But
defenses
apparently
are shutting
Keffels
down
is
right now.
back.
I strongly suggest
Oh,
you
yeah, that
make your
was
way to the upper
undoubtedly
terrace
different.
and prepare for more incoming hostiles. Those turrets should help you
Someday
right
it's
now.
always a
We'll send
couple of
this
weeks,
repair base too if you need 'em.
maybe a month if you're lucky.
Understood.
She always comes back.
Commander,
It,
those
whatever.
mech bays have power, but you'll still need
He
to activate
is
them.
the
I've
thing.
sent you one of the override codes
Yeah.
I found down here.
Careful,
Always
but the
comes
thing
back.
is, that always comes back. It's like, I'm going to delete social media, and then, yeah, it's like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, how long? I mean, we get a break from you until you think everybody forgets, because...
Commander, you should see
Well, the problem is they don't go away long enough for people to forget. I mean, if you want that to happen, you gotta go away for like more than a couple of months. Maybe a solid year, but it doesn't work that way. Can't be that privileged.
All right, Rihanna, but don't take too long.
Or better yet, I thought they were supposed to get themselves into the creepypasta game.
This time, and I can't hold them off forever.
That didn't happen.
I'll be quick.
Okay.
2 more dropships headed straight for you, Commander. Roger that. At the waypoint? Holding at nav point. Nav point reached.
This is the last mission, and then I can quit playing this game and move on to something else. Think about doing Kingdom
Well,
Come.
not bad. There's quite a few mods for it that make it better. The game as it is, it has a weird kind of bobby thing when you move around. I get it's supposed to give that kind of realism to a point, but they kind of overemphasize it. So if you have issues with that, I don't think they ever turned that off. So there's a mod to actually fix that a little bit so it's not as pronounced.
Target destroyed.
Weapons hold. This is gonna be intense. Moving with the light.
Oh yeah, before I forget, V Rising. We have supplies.
Alright.
There you go. I made the supplies happen. Yay.
Requested location.
I also found out that the Alpha Wolf near one of the actual, so the way how it travels, it actually goes towards one of the actual bandit camps. It murders a lot of people there.
Okay, copy.
I go in, I go through it, gather all of the stuff because I'm roaming around trying to get sulfur and shit, and like, why is there all these drops? I never murder anything around here. I'm like, as I follow the trail of candy, I bump into the Alpha and go, oh, that explains it. Okay, so it has a weird traveling. All right. Makes sense, I guess. And then I kind of headed all the way up to the rest of the abandoned camp so I can steal most of the shit.
There you go. Well, I'll probably jump in. I could have jumped in with you today if you wanted.
No. I did that off yesterday because I spent an extra half a minute.
Hey, MCK, good to see you here. Sorry.
Oh my goodness, we have an MCK. I did not see.
Those prunes here on here.
I did not. I do good, MC. I did not notice you there.
Yeah, Rogue is just kind of talking with me while I was streaming. He was telling me
No
about the
chat
Palestinians.
window open again. Well, look, we had the chat window open and there was no one there except for that one advertiser. I was harassing GemX earlier about the whole Palestinian thing. How I find some of the people on the internet that I argue with are kind of dumb when it comes down to that. And then he asked me to pop into here, so here I am. So I don't need to look at a chat window. Not required. It's not required. I don't have to co-host a show. I'm just here because I was invited for this brief moment. So, blah.
But
yeah,
I'm on the last
Gem's
mission.
not doing a good
MCK.
job.
I'm on the last mission. So this is the last mission of the actual run through of the game. There are other missions I can do, but this is the main score, and this is the final mission. You just made it just in time.
I do great. I mass murdered an entire population of people without having to do anything, and you guys so good. Yeah, so V Rising is easy to kite a alpha wolf to mass murder many people. I'm glad to catch last mission. Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, myself and Nemo just finished recording for 2 shots, so I'll go up sometime later. I have to do the editing portion of it, so that's over. Covered Fallout. It was exciting. The Fallout series. Ooh. And we retire the purple map. I don't know. Can it truly be retired because it is bi? Purple represents the bisexual individuals. Can't just be a favorite color or something. No. Have to have a bisexual innuendos or some form of sexual motives. Jim, oh, you want to see XCOM? I don't know. He was talking about Kingdom Come. XCOM's fun. I play XCOM every now and then. I mean, it could be. And it's a machine. Look. Look, if they could say that the purple Teletubby is bisexual, anybody can say that the purple, whatever it is, can be bisexual. Because again, like I said before, they believe purple is a representation for a sexuality. Gem, she wants to know exactly which game you're going to be doing next.
It looks like I am going to be doing. Oh, I don't know. I think it's going to be a Kingdom Come Deliverance, or I might be doing something else. But so far, right now, Kingdom Come Deliverance looks like it's going to be the big one.
Oh, have you played Dynasty, Medieval Dynasty?
I have heard of it. I have thought about playing it.
It's not bad. You can be playing with people, like with others and that, so you can have an entire clan of people. It's kind of like a medieval city build, but it's also got like a weird kind of RPG mechanic that goes with it. It's interesting. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest game. It's interesting. Are talking about like a handkerchief code. Kinda, yeah. You can call it that. You can call it that, MC.
Almost there. 1 minute out.
I don't want to build a city. Well, basically, what you do in the game is you go around murdering people, but you can hire like NPCs to live within the city to obtain certain jobs. So it's a city builder type. And it's also you can use them to go raid and all that kind of shit. But it's got a city builder type to it. I mean, you don't have to build the city. It's Gem that's got to be building the city.
Oh shit, I'm down. Come on.
Yeah, it's got the what's it? They call it a walking simulator shooting game, strategy video game, and North Ear gameplay.
Now let's get out of here.
I don't know that it falls into. Star Citizen is not fun to watch. Hey, look, not everybody's gonna like Star Citizen. Like, not many people like watching Final Fantasy-based games. Or WoW.
And here we go. The last scene before we're done.
Hey,
You have to
Commander.
like it.
You know that when news
Oh.
of what happened here gets out, and it always does.
Yeah,
one way or
but that
another,
was it. That
you're
was the
gonna
final
become a
mission,
legend.
and it's damn near
You mean
impossible
we're
to
going to become a
survive.
legend? This
Especially on
entire
hard.
outfit.
On
You
this
got
hard,
that
very
right.
hard. So.
One for all and all for one. The little merc
Even
outfit
with
that
like
could
the cheats
took
I
on
have, it
Comstar
is
and
extremely
kicked their
hard.
arse. We're bloody legends already,
Okay.
you ask
Yeah.
me.
Fahad's right. We make a hell of a team.
Speaking of team, Spears has been waiting for a chance to talk with us. I'll patch him through. Spears, I've
The
got the commander
disembodied
here.
body.
Hey, Commander. Congratulations.
We've defeated the Space Judaism? I don't know.
I'm glad to see you.
No,
made it
no,
out
Space
unharmed
Judaism
for
is
the
still
most
going
part.
on. I just got
Come a
my
long way
revenge.
since
That's
we
all.
first met.
Or
I had
part
high
of it.
hopes for you.
I mean, the jihad will always be a
My
thing.
son and all. But you exceeded all my expectations. Can't think of another
Apparently,
private or
that's
mercenary
a good
outfit I'd wanna
work.
work with
Yeah.
more.
Good work on
Appreciate
detaining
that.
the
Judaism.
Space Jews.
Wasn't
Yeah.
sure about
Well,
you
that's
in the
Comstar.
beginning,
That is pretty much
to be
actually what
honest,
Comstar
but
is.
you proved a
That's
valuable
the
ally.
Space Jews
And
that
more
control
importantly,
everything from underneath.
Mhm.
It's hilarious.
Thank
Rihanna.
No, they actually
being
the
filled again after
StarCom
all these
controls
years.
all the gates, and they could literally bring everybody under their force,
The
but they
data
don't
you
want to.
siphon from the memory
Eventually,
core
they
before
get killed by the
erasing
space
the data
Nazis
we now have in our sole possession.
and replaced by the space Nazis.
Not
That's
surprised.
thanks to you.
Well,
So
I did have
that
a
happens in
little
about 30 more years in the
Indeed.
game from now.
We won't know exactly what we've gotten our
Yeah.
hands on for a while yet. But I have no doubt that the data contains an untapped treasure trove.
I forgot that was a thing.
that could benefit
Wild
from
West
for
Dynasty.
decades to come.
I sure hope so.
Commander, I know we haven't discussed anything formal yet, but with the permission of Rihanna and yourself, I'd like IE to take
But this
stewardship of the core
ends
data to help
this
ensure
game,
that
and
it's
we'll be moving on
safeguarded
to
and
Kingdom
handled
Come
the right way,
Deliverance, where I beat
and
the
to make
heck
sure
out of
it
an
ends
old
up
man
benefiting
90%
many
of the
people
time.
as
Yourself and IE.
Unfortunately, that is pretty basically the
Yeah, you
game.
beat up an
know
old
saints.
man for 90%.
Oh,
of the
and
time,
to avoid
We're all gonna
STDs
make a
while
ton of
you
sea
fornicate
meals
with
with
everybody
this
that moves.
Oh yes, that's
That doesn't
true.
mean we can't accomplish a great deal.
Yeah.
Somehow managed not to get one, even
Time
though
finally
you
comes
screw
to share
like
this
the most.
information with the people.
Oof.
I know.
I intend to consult you and Rihanna every step of the
I
way.
know, right? Jesus
Sounds good to me.
Christ.
Brianna?
And somehow there's a sequel.
Sebastian. Good luck.
both.
You know what? I don't know if that one's going to
With
be good.
that,
That's why I'm going to be
I'll say
playing
goodbye
this.
for now.
It's a hit or
I'm
miss
sure our
right
paths
now.
will cross again soon.
Because
Yeah,
apparently
yeah.
the company
Till then,
Warhorse
take care of yourselves.
did this, and the publisher is just so whatchamacallit.
So,
So
I know.
That just leaves
Because
one
they said they
piece
were
of
heavily
unfinished
involved,
business.
but then they said
I
no, they
expect you
weren't. We
noticed
actually
what was
did all the
painted on the
work.
glass doors
They're
that
doing
led to
the
the
heavy work
interior
of
of the
distributing
base.
the game.
The
for
Red
us.
Star? Yeah, I noticed.
I'm like,
it.
okay,
Didn't
so
look
the same
close
as
to
last
as
time, and
old
they're
as
like,
the
yes.
facility itself. There's no
We
question
hope.
it shares some
Yeah.
resemblance
So
to the
far, I haven't seen
Starlink
anything that
crest, but
shows some
it's different.
peakiness, but
Never seen it before.
I don't trust
think
Deep Silver.
anyone has.
No,
I do not trust Deep
I don't
Silver
think
after
so
the last
either.
shit they pulled.
Your father had the
Yeah.
secrets of this place.
Oh
journeyed
yeah,
from
we
somewhere further out in
Saints
the
Row is
periphery
going
to
to be
get
a great
here.
game. We're gonna
Then-
ban
I
you
knew it
for
when I
not-
first saw it. It was gonna be
Lead us
crap.
into the
Yeah.
inner sphere.
and then
Stashing
ban
the
like
pristine
90% of the
Starlink mech
people
along the way.
downvoting
You're thinking the
the
same
comments.
thing,
Or
Mhm.
They say on the comments of like,
exactly?
hey,
I'm a bit lost
here's proof that one
My
of your
father
employees.
descended
Oh,
from
you're
the
blocked.
People who followed General
Wait a minute, I'm
Kerensky.
pointing out one of your employees. Yeah,
You
but you're
mean the
blocked.
bloke who took the Star
Yeah.
Defense Forces along with
Oh,
most
yeah.
of their tech out of the inner sphere?
Well, do keep in mind that it's
That's right.
supposed to be further
We also
expanding
think
on
there's
the
more of
world,
them
so
out
you are going to get
day,
outside of the Arabic
Wouldn't that be
nations, you will get a few black folks showing up.
No,
Until
I
that
know, and they're going to be the
happens,
greatest thing ever, but I
What's
don't
next
care.
for us, Commander?
Yeah,
Well,
I
we're
know,
not
but
super rich yet, so it's
We're
business
probably going to
as
get
Yeah.
trans
yes.
person this time
Time to
around
line up
too.
some new
oh, I
contracts.
wouldn't put it past you.
Consider it
That'd
done.
be,
Someone
that'd be,
dressed in manly
that's
like female clothes.
gonna
I'm
get
trying to
work
hide
done.
from no, I'm
Still
really
plenty to
trans,
do.
but this
Stories
is how I
about living
feel.
your
It's going to be
life,
something along those
You know
lines.
what I
But,
say?
yeah.
I know. MCK is looking forward to the Don't Trust China song, so you gotta play a different song.
Or Henry's going to have to dress up as a woman in order to do a mission.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
just like what they did with Final Fantasy VII with Cloud?
Yeah, way back in the day, and still did it again.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean,
this- I'm going to close this out here, right here. But this ends this stream. Thank you for coming. No trans gem. Yes. No trans. Thank you for coming to this stream. MCK, Rogue, asshole who
Hi.
on the Kick stream that tricked me into thinking he was a real person when not an ad bot.
Yeah, there's no real people on Kick.
Those on TikTok that watched for maybe a minute or so and stopped by, thank you. Your views mean a lot to me. They really do. This is my run through of my 20th run through of MechWarrior Mercenaries. I'll probably keep playing this game in the back. I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming through the journey, MCK. She was here from the beginning to the end. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to end this stream here with some Don't Trust China, China's asshole. And see you later. You got anything, Rogue?
Do you remember to call things what I'm supposed to call things? No, I'm good. I'm good. See you Friday, folks.
All right. Thank you, and like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Have a nice day. Bye.
SO, don't trust China. China is SO, don't trust. Don't trust China. China is SO. Don't trust China. China is SO. Don't trust China. SO. Trust China. China is SO. Don't trust China. China is SO. Don't trust China. SO. Don't trust China. China is SO. Don't trust China. China is SO. Don't trust China. SO. Trust China. SO. Trust China. SO. asshole. China, asshole. Don't trust China, asshole. China, asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Oh, 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 Don't trust China. China is asshole. Oh, oh, Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. 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 Trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. 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 Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. 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 Trust China. Asshole. Trust China. Asshole. 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 China. Asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. China. Asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Oh, 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 asshole. 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 Don't trust China. China is asshole. Oh, oh, Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. 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 Trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole. 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 Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. China is asshole. Don't trust China. Asshole.